You have new quests in your codex.
Well...
7-4, 7 against. Cast and recast 7 times. So, it is decided. The fleet has been retrofitted and redeployed to begin at once. New lanes. Trawling for old things. By prophet and void, by the blessed handless founder, we hereby invoke the Deadlock Protocol.
Solaris. Be you Sumper, Rail Agent, Crab Diver, or Pit Boss. Hear this. Your comrades, your friends, your family, good people with clear debts are being taken.
Sparky! Yes. Biz and I may be in over our heads on this one. Listen up. This deadlock spat is costing Solaris lives. The Corpus founder, some long-dead cove named Parvis Granum, carries a lot of messianic clout. Well, Neff's claiming the old man's got an heir. If true, that heir can, by rights, claim total control of the board. Board schisms and infighting might be the main reason SU survived this long. If the board unifies under one person, one found by Neff, our people will never see daylight. I need you on this. You in? Alright. Patching through.
Like all of you, I was born poor.
With but a meager derivatives portfolio and limited vesting options. I never knew my parents. But, as an orphan, poor, as I said, I found great riches within the tenets of our glorious founder, Parvos Granum.
The Corpus became my family.
They fuzzed the band. Keep at it.
began to see a certain similarity. I wondered, who am I really? After a protracted negotiation, my birth mother sold to me the secrets of my conception.
Wait, what? Get that signal back!
It would seem that I am one of the sons of our late, great founder. And, more importantly, his heir. Now I have only to prove it. That is where all of you come in.
The brass on this mucker. I have to protect my people from this trust fund lunatic. Do your thing. I'll check in with my Whisper network. Let you know what they're saying. Talk soon. The brass!
The data you have collected here today will go a long way in supporting our cause.
Got dirt that isn't safe to shovel out in the open. You know where to meet.
I've scrubbed me wet before they showed me, and no mistake. Scrub a few of them too. Right out.
The Corpus Solaris Order of Prophets. Plant a seed today. Life is profit. Profit is life.
One day at a time. That's how.
Only thing I own is upgrades to take the
So, Neff's making a succession play. Sumper thinks he can prove he's a sprog of noble descent. No idea how. Parvus was assassinated before any of us were an itch. Biz?
Look familiar, Outworlder. Warframe, yes, but one of a kind. Protea. Legend says she was built specifically for and assigned to one Parvos Granum. Yes, part of a deal Granum cut with the Orokin themselves. Granum was no amateur. He had real power. Our ear inside says Neff's techs have found a lead on Proteus' whereabouts. Protean traces, they're calling them.
Granum, the original taxman. Killed when someone, a board member most likely, sabotaged the void drive of his personal transport. Neff wants gene proof, but there's nothing left to scan.
And yet, so they believe, they found Granum's Warframe bodyguard, who was with Granum when that void drive went critical. So, who is to say what's true?
Our people are vanishing because of this. That's true, I know it. I don't care if Parvus Granum is dead, alive, or making change tap dancing in a Grenier officer's mess. Sparky, you find what Neff's looking for. You'll find out what happened to our people. Get on it.
Advertising convoy. Edited and eyeballing silver stamp for all its worth.
Protean detectors should be on board. Not sure what they'll look like. See what you can find.
It's, right. It's a great, big hand.
Granum tribute. Story is, Parvos was missing his left hand. See if you can...
Another engineering blunder? We need confirmation. Reset and get our next volunteer into position.
What was that?
I think it was a void temporal shift. I'm not entirely sure. Never seen one before. Small, though. About as big as a person. Patch me into the system. Could do with some noise while I'm eyeballing the bits.
Neff Anyo, you are found. Remember the first days of Fortuna. Your failure, our victory. Without the Solaris, your aspirations are nothing. Return our Solaris brothers and sisters, or to nothing. So I swear you will return.
You and your bleeding heart, Tenno thugs. I really don't have time for this. My robotics, on the other hand, do. Kill crews, take care of this. I have history to make. Ready now? For him trace spiking. It's time! Send in the next volunteer!
They're gearing up for something.
like I'm dead!
No! Biz! What is that thing?
I'm not. Outworlder, hold position. I'm getting something.
He'll pay for this. Volunteers. He's killing our people for some kind of weapons test.
Maybe not. I'm still pulling signal from that jockey's rig.
What kind of signal?
I don't know yet. Outworlder, don't let them cut the signal before I can decode it.
What is this? What are we looking at?
The jockey's feed.
Sparky, you better get out of there. Well, we make sense of this.
Another job well executed.
We'll be waiting for you, Outworlder.
To the Corpus Board and my many, many supporters across the Origin system, everyone is asking, when will I, Nefanyo, end this unprofitable squabbling?
How many kids are going to grow up in the feds because of this? How many parents lost because I couldn't do my job?
UD. There's a vent kid a very long time ago who would have hero worshipped the woman she became. You're enough.
If Neff intends to visit that pocket for his proof, he won't risk himself. Not at first. Sparky, you can beat him to it. Biz has figured out how to activate Neff's Granum tributes. You won't believe this.
These tributes are essentially coin-operated. You'll need a Granum crown. You'll have to search the ship.
Neff as the Corpus figurehead with the United Board behind him will be hell for us and workers everywhere. See if you can get across first. Tax whatever proof he's hoping to collect, muck up his plan, and find our people. cross over, you'll need to find a Granum crown first. Search the area. If you make it across, keep an eye out for our people. They may have survived. I've told more than enough kids their parents aren't coming home.
Crews, the tomb is verified intact. Dispatch the treasurer with my offering. It's time I paid tribute myself.
Alright, here's our chance. Time to tax the taxman.
If only Parvos could have lived to see this day. Imagine his face, beaming with pride, as he bestowed upon me, his son, that sacred golden hand. My surgeons have assured me the procedure will be quick and painless. A pound of old flesh for a glorious new legacy.
I paid top credits to crap in Neff's coffin. Double if he was still alive.
One scan of Parvos Granum, and my lineage shall be proven. None shall deny the... What? Hello? Again? Not today. As Parvos' heir, it is my offering to make. I am coming, Father. It is I who shall pay tribute. Your Neff is almost home. They must not reach him before we do. Is that understood?
Him! As if the body would still be intact. Something's off. Get to the tribute. Expect some friction.
Let me set the point.
We've got a lock on you, Outworlder. Good luck.
It has been so long since these old eyes beheld another living thing here in the sanctuary. I am Parvos Granum. Thank you for finding me.
I the void. You are alive. My faith never wavered.
I live. Treachery seethed within the heart of the faith I had built when the board's assassins overloaded my transport's void drive, Protea, my beautiful Protea, and her gift for manipulating time preserved me. But at the cost of all that she was. Now she is nothing more than a specter of her former self. My beautiful Protea. That is why you have been invited here.
Father, permit me to show you all I have built in your name. Do Neff Anyo that honor.
My name. I have watched you. Monuments to narcissism, demanding others sweat in your stead, gorging upon that which you have not earned. Watched as you claimed for yourself my teachings of self-reliance, perverting them into a flaccid philosophy of sloth, of idleness. Is that you, my son?
No, that must be a different son.
You know nothing, falling short as you do of every ideal that I value. Your words, your efforts, are the model of inadequacy. I called you Nathaniel, but I do not need you. I need them.
Them? Tenno? Father, you're making a mistake. Come now.
Protea has scanned her kin, and with that, she is reinvigorated. Now, my lovely, if you wouldn't mind, show our guests the door.
We've got a lock on you, Outwelder. Good luck. What the hell? Outwelder, I'm pulling sensory feeds from a trip you haven't taken yet. And hearing myself say things I've never said in a place I've never seen. Parvos? Yudi, you should see this. What if Neff has similar logs?
Biz has a handle on the time jump, but we've got bigger problems than Neff now. Get out of there.
Not good enough, am I? Inadequate, am I? You've been watching me, have you? Well, watch as I show you how we do things these days. Crews, repel those specters! We have bigger fish to fry.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Hannah.
Vox Solaris. Our interests have come to align. Now, this situation is no one's fault, and I'm not one to point fingers, but my fleet and your workers are facing the same danger. Convince your Tenno servant to re-enter Granum's domain and disable that Proteus Spectre. I have just the thing they'll need, but there is some assembly required. You want to rescue those comrades trapped in there, and I want to keep the past where it belongs. Dead and buried. Deal?
Neff's a bloviating narcissist with the morals of a haunted chainsaw, but at least that makes him predictable. Parvus.
Neff's given us a cipher for an old Granum file. Phantasmic scintilla and motive forces. We'll need more specifics to build whatever this tool is.
Counter-intrusion just made you. It started erasing files. Pull that data immediately.
looks like a partial find. Let's see if Anyo's cipher works as promised.
Some doors ought to remain closed. Now that's not in my worldview. Fire, fusion, void. Progress always comes entangled with risk, with violence. With the precious sample obtained, development is accelerating. The Entrati have kept their secrets long enough.
It could be Pussy Captain.
I am calling it the Spectre Particle. As my Archimedeans explained, mimicry is in its nature. An echo exposed to precept circuits, we are able to imprint behaviors, like an infant mirroring her surrogate. Only this infant can set the world on fire.
That's not the good noise. Pull that data now, Sparky, or it's gone.
The Dallasburg think they control us. They hit our research site for the Warframe assault team. Of course they did. I baited them to do it. The whole site lit up. 80 megatherm bloom. The whole lab vaporized. Those Warframes with it. Fire, fusion, void.
Pavos Granum originated Spectre particle theory? Guts. This old coot is a whole other order of intelligence, and that's bad for us. Get back to your ship. I need to figure out this Zorus thing.
Another job well executed.
Thanks for the fast work, Biz. Sparky, listen up. Biz's findings indicate Parvus might be close to translating himself from that reality into our own. We're not exactly sure how, but we're getting some odd readings. You've got to build the Zorus before Parvus gets free.
glass, but with an energy trap. Spectre particles, maybe. Has a mid-flight detonation trigger. Tricky, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Gear up and let's go.
Too late! The tributes are jammed open and the old man's errant specters have control of my ship. They're spreading through the fleet. I have no choice. If I can't have my fleet, no one can.
This was not the deal, Anyo. We have yet to rescue our people. Disengage the destruct.
I can't do that. But don't worry. I'm already at a very comfortable, safe distance.
Duty, the fleet's going to blow. And Welder, aboard.
Wait, it's a time prison, right? Sparky, if you can get back inside before the reactor tilts, you'd theoretically have all the time in the world. Biz. I don't think they made it.
And Welder? Udi, they're alive. Listen, Neff's whole fleet is overloading. Huge energy spike. We need to take out Protea. Ready that, Zorus. There, our rig jockeys. They're trapped in some kind of energy enclosure. You'll need to charge the Zorus to break it open.
Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. There's no stopping this without stopping Protea. A bit like eating your own, no?
Here they come. Take out the errants, then use the Zorus to trap the spectre particles that escape. You'll have to time it just right. Full charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them. Well done, Outworlder. Now bring the rest home. charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them. Full charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them.
By now, your friends have noticed that the overloading void engines are preventing the exits you opened for my captives from closing. Well done, and goodbye. Enjoy your stay.
Outworlder, you've got to get out of there. The cycle's degrading. Reversing the temporal field. Try to interrupt it. A fully charged burst from the Zorus might do it. That's it. The cycle's degrading. That's it. The cycle's degrading.
Old-Man's errant specters have... Huh? The proteum trace is... gone? Where is he? Where is my father?
That temporal effect again. And yes, there are your sensory feeds, just like last time. So, the Zorus worked. In a battle that never happened. Or did it? I have a headache.
Our people are cooling in, Sparky. They're coming home. Tonight, all Fortuna will be singing a verse in your honor.
Another job well executed.
Solaris, we are reunited. Parents to children. Family to family. Take this time to hold one another. For tomorrow our struggle continues. We will persevere. Know that our emancipation is writ in the stars. With Solaris and Tenno united.
Operator, a communication awaits your attention.
The system shall change. No more clutching at sunk costs, imposed ideals, hand-me-down hopes. No, we are better than that. Corpus shall know a violent restructuring, but with time enough to face the impending threat from Tau with renewed and absolute vigor. Or not. Perhaps the rot is too deep. Perhaps the father should abandon his children. Perhaps it is time for a new philosophy. Life's just a bargain like any other. Yours is no different. Would you like a seat at my new table? Perhaps with your masked friends alongside? The business, was it? A curious name. And Utico, of course. All people who know what they want. I know what they want. But what about you? Tell me, friend. What is it you desire?
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them. Target located. Bring them in. Mission complete. The captain has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. Marines inbound. Another job well executed. This is a rescue mission. We need to find and liberate the hostage before any harm comes to them. Find the captive as soon as you can. We don't have much time. Approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Hurry up. You are running out of time. The captive will be in one of these cells. Search them.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs.
I need a weapon.
The captive has been secured. You've done your part, Tenno. We'll take it from here.
Son of a cutre!
Change of plans. Ignore your original objective. Leave nothing alive. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Excellent work. You have managed to thwart potentially dangerous discoveries from being fully realized. For now. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Watch yourself. Rainier are on the way. This research could have unimaginable repercussions. Be on your guard. Mission success hinges on the destruction of the mining equipment. Expect heavy resistance. The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
People ask me if it gets lonely out here. I say, lonely? Nah. I got all the company I need. I got you, sweet things. Ain't nothing for Nora in the real world except trouble. Trouble. And a few yahoos she could box for a century without a tea break.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive. Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon. Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery. Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home. truck will be adorning only the most impressive in Grineer body modifications. You will need to stay one step ahead of him. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Regret will be your legacy.
The assassination target is here. Wipe them out.
You, Kendall, you fight for treasure. You are just another corpus machine to me.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. I'm detecting a large security force heading your way. It's the Grineer.
You think you are guardians? Grineer rule supreme. Grineer protect all.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
just mercenaries fighting for scraps. Where is this so-called tender honor? Just another corpus machine to me. Get cleansed.
Nice work taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction. Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tina.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the Corpus peddling their wares again.
Get off the emergency frequency!
The assassination target is nearby. Seek and destroy. General Sargus Ruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and annexed by Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck out. Ruck is the Grenier's preeminent artifact hunter. Taking him out will cripple their artifact recovery efforts.
What flesh is within that Warframe? I will crush it. I will fill my lungs with your death.
the assassination target. You know what to do.
Are you just mercenaries? Fighting for scraps? Where is this so-called tender honor?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno. Marines inbound. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Operator? Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
General Sargus Bruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and annexed by Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck out. Ruck will be adorning only the most impressive in Grineer body modifications. You will need to stay one step ahead of him.
Too easy. I expected more. I deserve a challenge.
The VIP that we're hunting is here. Find them and take them out. Nearby. Be warned that he is a formidable adversary with an almost inhuman hatred for all that is not Grineer. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Heads up. A Grineer assault team is headed your way. Target acquired. Take them down.
Kendall, you fight for treasure. You are just another corpus machine to me. Think you are guardians? Grineer rule supreme. Grineer protect all.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
this so-called tender honor. You fight well. Your death will
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. Marines inbound. They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. Target acquired. Take them down.
You think you are guardians? Grineer rule supreme. Grineer protect all.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Marines inbound. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno. The assassination target is nearby. Seek and destroy. General Sargus Ruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and annexed by Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck out. Eliminating Ruck will allow us to regain control of the system.
Too easy. I expected more. I deserve a challenge.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The assassination target is here. Wipe them out.
Are you just mercenaries? Fighting for scraps? Where is this so-called Kendall honor? You are just another corpus machine to me.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Heads up. A Grenier assault team is headed our way. Nice work taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction. They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. The VIP that we're hunting is here. Find them and take them out. General Sargus Ruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and annexed by Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck out. Ruck is nearby. Be warned that he is a formidable adversary with an almost inhuman hatred for all that is not Grineer.
What flesh is within that Warframe? I will crush it. I will fill my lungs with your death.
There is the assassination target. You know what to do.
You, Kendall. You fight for treasure. You are just another corpus machine to me.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Just mercenaries!
fighting for scraps. Where is this so-called honor?
You are surrounded by Premier Marines. Nice work taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Inbox messages await the operator. I wonder what they say.
Assassination contracts are not to be taken lightly. Eliminating this target will have a significant impact on enemy forces. Search the area. Leave no survivors. General Sargus Bruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and annexed by Bruck and his fleet. Take Bruck out. Bruck is nearby. Be warned that he is a formidable adversary with an almost inhuman hatred for all that is not Grineer.
masters, submit for mercy.
Heads up. A Grineer assault team is headed your way.
Regret will be your legacy.
You've located the VIP. Time to go to work. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Are you just mercenaries fighting for scraps? Where is this so-called tender honor?
Taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction. They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
With the impossible behind you, all that remains is what is necessary. It's time for Nora to say...
General Sargus Bruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and annexed by Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck out. The VIP that we're hunting is here. Find them and take them out.
Forget the Lotus. Grineer are your masters. Submit for mercy.
Eliminating Ruck will allow us to regain control of this system. You are surrounded by Grineer Marines. Target spotted. Stay sharp. This one is a handful.
you just mercenaries? Fighting for scraps? Where is this so-called tender honor?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Forget the Lotus. Grineer are your masters. Submit for mercy.
Ruck is nearby. Be warned that he is a formidable adversary with an almost inhuman hatred for all that is not Grineer. Heads up, a Grineer assault team is headed your way. There is the assassination target. You know what to do.
Kendall, you fight for treasure. You are just another corpus machine to me.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno. Ruck sees flesh as a flaw. As a result, he has built a profitable artifact smuggling outfit to finance his search for the best in Grineer body modifications and augmentations.
Forget the Lotus. Grineer are your masters. Submit for mercy.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Marines inbound. Target acquired. Take them down.
You are guardians? Grineer rule supreme. Grineer protect all.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.